Well, the conversation at the dinner table for Thanksgiving just got a little bit more interesting because if you have seen on the internet, you will know Melissa Barrera fired. That's right, Scream 7 was already going through obstacles with the writer's strike, the director's problem, and then on comes Christopher Landon, and it's like awesome. He's going to do an amazing story. Scream 7's going to go in a great direction. And then, boom, brick wall. Melissa Barrera, who was the star in 6, obviously with Jenna Ortega, who did an amazing job as well, and is carrying the franchise further. This was the first time Neve Campbell was not in the film, and the box office numbers were through the roof for Scream 6. So Scream 7 seemed to go in the right direction of being a necessary film, correct? But now, what do we do? What do we do now?
It's awful.
So we're not going to get into right and wrong, should this happen? I mean, we all have our opinions and regards, and I mean, I just know as a huge Scream fan, I love the direction of the movie. I love what Melissa Barrera was able to bring to the character for 6. And now it's like, what do we do? If you recast the character of Sam, that actress coming in has huge shoes to fill. The chemistry with Tara, and I don't even know if we're going to even get an opportunity for Jenna Ortega to come back after this, and then the core 4. So do you even have a story with the core 4? Do we just say, you know what, their story's done now, and then now what? What about Sam's mental state? Christina Carpenter, where does the story pick up from if it's not the character who is the second most important in the franchise? In Spyglass, Paramount, are they even going to comment? They never did with Neve Campbell, correct? So if you go on full Sydney mode and have Ghostface Colt attack her, Mark, her family in regards, then after that, where does the franchise go for further storylines? How does the Scream franchise continue to move forward in a positive way?
I want you to think long and hard about whether you really want to do this.
Now, Christopher Landon has a huge task, and obviously he's been around the industry and loves this franchise, and he's going to put the pen to the paper and figure something out. I totally believe that. However, the franchise moving forward is something that I have concerns about. Because, I mean, you look at this Scream franchise, Sam and Tara were really becoming the darlings of the franchise and driving the stories forward. And obviously, yes, a lot of people, a lot of the fans want Sydney to come back and have a centered movie based around her. And then obviously a lot of fans would like for Stu to be back and have a Stu versus Sydney, type thriller. But then what? Then what do you do after that? That's what I'm talking about, is if we can get by 7 and we can say, okay, you know what? We're not going to have Melissa Barrera. It's been done. And now the ripple effect is going to begin. We may not have Jenna Ortega. We may not have a script for the core 4. So now we have to build the franchise off of the character that most of the fans, if not all of the fans, adored, with Sidney Prescott. But then what? Then where would he go from there?
It's awful.
Christopher Landon shared a brief statement on Twitter saying, quote, "Everything sucks. Stop yelling. This was not my decision to make. In addition, it clarifies that it was not his choice to fire Barrera, but it also seems like a confirmation that this is all true. However, it is now his choice to pen the script moving forward. So only looking at this from the movie franchise perspective, not the political side, what does Scream do? Who's going to drive the franchise moving forward? Your thoughts below. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see for Scream 7 and beyond. I appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment.
It's awful.